Shalom Aleichem, sweetest friends. This year should be a special schus from Rosh Ben Peshadina, LeBracha Batzlacha B'chol Maaseh Yadav, and there are four Miriam Bas Chayes, Rizpas Bas Naomi Sarah, Rav Shua Meir Ben Rachel, Sarah, Ram Yosef Rosh Chaim, Rav Yitzchak Ben Bracha. We're going to be learning the sugya of Chayavei, Krisus, Shogeg, Pater Mitashlim. Now those who are Chayav Krisus, Bi-shogeg, they're over in Chayav Kares Bi-shogeg, are they Pater Mitashlim? And so Rabbi Elchonon Ben Ehrman in Maseches Ksubis says that we have a rule of Kimlei B'derabbi Minei even when it comes to Chayavei Krisus. Not only when a person's Chayav Mises Beis, then we say Kimlei B'derabbi Minei, then when he gets the bigger punishment, not the smaller punishment of paying. But even Chayavei Krisus, that's when Elchonon Ben Ehrman's Chiddush, we say Kimlei B'derabbi Minei. If he's Chayav Kares, he doesn't have to pay for damage that he did. And the Gemara says, where do we get this from? So Abaye says, you learn Gzeira Shav of Ason. Ason, it says Ason Bidei Adam, in a context of Bidei Adam, that a person is fighting with his friend and he kicks a woman, he knocks out her vlados, and there's no us, and he didn't kill her. He has to pay for the vlados, but if he would, then he wouldn't have to pay for the vlados, because we would say Kimlei B'derabbi Minei. So we have an Ason, that's Bidei Adam. We have that lashon of Ason, and then we also have an Ason Bidei Shamayim by Yaakov, a Karo Ason. So just like Ason Bidei Adam, you're Pater Mitashlim, and that the person gets the Chiyav Mises Beis, and he doesn't have to pay. So too, we have a Tzushtel now, we have a Gzeira Shav of Ason, also Bidei Shamayim, that if a person's Chayav Kares, which is Bidei Shamayim, he doesn't have to pay. Just like Ason, the context of Ason is talking about Bidei Adam. If he does an Ason, if he would be Chayav Misa Bidei Adam, because there's an Ason because he killed, tragedy killed, he would be Pater Mitashlim, because he's Chayav Misa Bidei Adam. So if it's Chayav Misa B'dei Shamayim Kares, it says also in the context of B'dei Shamayim, the cross, and there's going to be some sort of tragedy B'dei Shamayim. So we have the same lashon of Ason. So what's the din? He's Pater Mitashlumin. That's the opinion of Abaye. Rava says you learned from a different source later on in the Gemara. He says that if we don't execute the person who's Ma'avir B'nola Molech, who gives the son to the Avodah Zarah of Molech, so if we don't take care of him, in Shemaim they're going to take care of him. So the Gemara says that the Torah is Kilu saying that I'm making my kares like your misa, that if you don't give him misa, I'm going to give him kares. If it's a sushtel between kares and misa. We have the sheet of Rabbi Elchonon Ben Ehrman, who holds that if a person's chayiv kares, this Kimlei B'derabbi Minei, he doesn't have to pay. So if on Shabbos he burns down somebody's haystack, chayiv skila, so he's going to be pater. Why is he pater? Because Chayav Mises Beis. So too, if he doesn't have Ve'er, for which he's Chayav Kares, he's also going to be pater from Tashlumin. Later on in the Gemara, Daf Lamed Hey, the Gemara says that we pater Chayavei Malkus, those who are Chayav Malkus, Bi-shogeg. So now we're talking about Mezid. If a person does, he's over on Chayav Kares, but Mezid, he's Pater Mitashlumin. The Gemara says that if you are over, a person's over on a Chiyuv Malkus Bi-shogeg, then he's Pater Mitashlumin. Bi-shogeg. And the Gemara says, how do you know this? Abaye learns it from one Gzeira Shava, Rava learns it from a different Gzeira Shava, Abaye learns from Rasha, Rava learns from Maka. We have a source, two sources that Chayavei Malkus Shogegim are Pater Mitashlumin. That if a person is Chayav Malkus Bi-shogeg, he's Pater Mitashlumin, just like if he's Chayav Mises Beis in Bi-shogeg. In other words, he did it Bi-shogeg, he's not actually getting the punishment. But even though he did it Bi-shogeg and he's not actually getting the punishment, it's still enough to pater him for Tashlumin, both by Malkus and also by Chayav Mises Beis. The Shita of Tosfos, Ksubis Daf Lamed, is, this is Dibur HaMaschil Zor She'achal Truma, that according to Rabbi Elchonon Ben Ehrman, not only is somebody who's Chayav Kares because he did the Avera B'mezid, he'd be Pater Mitashlumin, but even if he's Chayav Krisus Bi-shogeg, he only did the Avera Bi-shogeg, he's also Pater from Tashlumin. Just like we find by Chiyuv Mises Beis, if he did it Bi-shogeg, he's Pater from Tashlumin, like they learn from Tana de Bechizkiah later on in the Gemara. Maka Behem and Maka Adam. So we have a Gzeira Shabbat that you're if he did it Bi-shogeg, a person does the Avera Bi-shogeg, Mises Bezdin. He's not getting the Mises Bezdin. Aber hat gemacht an Avera. Is Poto from Tashlumin. So we say the same thing by Kares. If he did it Bi-shogeg, it's Poto from Tashlumin. Ad kan Shitas HaTosfos. The Ramban thinks sich mit dem Tosfos. He argues mit Tosfos. Lamed Hey. He holds that only Kares b'mezid paters for Mrs. Bezdin. Tana de Bechizkiah has his limud legabe Chayavei misus Bezdin that Bi-shogeg you're cool, but not b'mezid, but not by Kares. By Kares, there's no limud that if you do it Bi-shogeg, a person does it Bi-shogeg, he's going to be pater from Tashlumin. So again, we have a machlokas rishonim. Tosas holds that if a person doesn't have vera, according to Rabbi Chunim and Akonaf, which is chayiv Kares, he does it Bi-shogeg, he's pater from Tashlumin. Kim levi Ramine. Whereas the Heiliger Ramban argues and says, no, it's only chayiv Mrs. Bezdin if you do it Bi-shogeg, pater from Tashlumin, but not chayiv Kares. Zokt Ramban and he mitzatetet leshono. Ve'al tatme v'toymar harei ripsa Torah Kares kemisa sharei chayvei malkias ripsa isim Torah kachayvei misas migzei rashava de Rasha v'lo polig bei Rabbi Yochanan da braisa tiny b'mesechas Sanhedrin masnisin da hasim remiza inam migzei rashava mimaka maka ve'af al picha in linyat tashlumei mammon chayvei misas iskush chayvei malkas v'krisus chayvei misas ishkish Chayavei Malkus, the Krisus lo iskish. Ad kan lashon Ramban. What does the Ramban mean? Ramban's not an easy parish to read. If you want an easier rishon, you read the Meiri. Shmak, it's easy, it's smooth. Obviously, but Amkus, it's Amok. But the reading is usually an easier read. The Ramban is more of a challenge. Beautiful. So let's see what the Ramban means. The Ramban wants to prove that Kares Bi-shogeg doesn't pater you from Tashlumin. Because Kares is equated to Misa from the pasuk of Ason Ason, or from Kares Shali Kemisa Shalachem. So there we have a tzushtel between Kares and Mrs. Bezdin, which meant, as we saw, that just like by Mrs. Bezdin we say Kim Lev de Rabbi Minei, so to by Kares say Kim Lev de Rabbi Minei. So that tzushtel between Kares and Mrs. Bezdin is only if it's done b'mezid. Only if the person does the Avera b'mezid and actually gets the Kares. Mashen came, this is special din, that the pasuk was Megala, that we learned from the Makkah Behem and Makkah Adam. The Gemara has another limud, that Misa Bi-shogeg paters, not only does Misa, when a person's chayiv Misa b'mezid, it paters him, but like Makkah Behem, if somebody hits a behema, whether it's shogeg or mezid, he's going to be chayiv tashlumin. So too, he's pater mitashlumin, whether by Misas Bezdin, by Makkah Adam, whether it is shogeg or mezid. That only applies to Mrs. Bezdin. There we don't distinguish. There we have a special limud that shogeg is the same as mezid. And for this, the Ramban brings a raya from the Sugya and Daf Lamed Hey Amud Aleph. There's a machlokes between Rabbi Yochanan and Reish Lakish. And the machlokes is Chayavei Malkus Bi-shogeg if it paters from Tashlumin. What's the din of Chayavei Malkus Bi-shogeg? Does it pater mi Tashlumin? So what did we see before? Before we saw V'enochinami. It is. However, it's actually machlokas. Reish Lakish holds that it is. We have Gzera Shava of Russia. And from that Gzera Shava we learn that Chayavei, Malkius, Bi-shogeg are pater from Tashlumin. That's the opinion of Reish Lakish. Comes Rabbi Yochanan, and Rabbi Yochanan argues. Rabbi Yochanan says to Reish Lakish, you want to learn from Russia. A Gzera Shava that by Shogeg, just like by Misa, there's a Ptur from Tashlumin. So too, by Malchus, Rabbi Yochanan says no. Only by Malchus b'mezid there's a Ptur, not Bi-shogeg. And even though we paskin like this Gzera Shava of Russia of Malchus, we follow Gzera Shava of Russia by Malchus. That Malchus is like Misa. But says Rabbi Yochanan, when is Malchus like Misa? Only b'mezid, but not Bi-shogeg. Rabbi Reish Lakish holds that even Bi-shogeg Malchus is like Misa. That just like a person's Chayav Misa, Bi-shogeg, he's not going to be Chayav Misa. He didn't have Ver for which he'd be Chayav Misa Bi-shogeg. He's pater from Malchus. He's pater from Tashlumin. So too if he doesn't have Vera, Bi-shogeg for which he would be Chayav Malchus, he's pater from Tashlumin. To Reish Lakish. Rabbi Yochanan says, no, I respectfully disagree. I hold that if somebody doesn't have Vera, Bi-shogeg for which he be Chayav Malchus, he has to pay. There's no Kim Lev D'Rabbi. Only by Chayav Misa, there is an equation between Misa and Malchus. That's only for Meza, not for Shogeg. The Hekesh doesn't go that far. How far does the Hekesh go? Reish Lakish says it goes all the way down to Shogeg. And Rabbi Yochanan says that it doesn't. Eloki Yasser Ravin Omar Chayavei Misas Shogin Kule Amalei Pligi Dipturin. Everybody holds that if you do a Maisa for which Bi-shogeg a person's Chayav Misa, he doesn't have to pay. Ki Pligi, when are Reish Lakish and Rabbi Yochanan arguing? B'Chayavei Malchus Shogin V'Davracha. If a person does Bi-shogeg a Maisa for which he be Chayav Malchus Mezid, and he's also Chayav Mammon. Rabbi Yochanan Omar Chayav. Rabbi Yochanan says he's chayiv to pay because Chayavei Misas Ishkus, Chayavei Malchus Lo Ishkus. There is an equation between Chayavei Misas and Maka Behema, for which we don't differentiate between Shogeg and Mezid, but not for Chayavei Malchus. And Reish Lakish says, no, you're pater. Because the Torah was marbe Chayavei Malchus to pater, just like Chayavei Misas. And the Gemara, that's what we said before. The Gemara has two limudim from Abai, from Rava, Maka, Russia. But the way you look at it, that's a machos in Yochanan and Reish Lakish. So Reish Lakish says that Chayavei Malchus b'mezid, the person doesn't have ver, he should be Chayavei Malchus, and he does it b'shogeg, he doesn't have to pay. Reish Lakish says he does. Okay, so Ad Kan, that's the sugi. So comes the Ramban, and he proves that the same would apply to Chayavei Kares, according to Ibn Chonya ben Akana. That even though we shtelt zu between Chiyuv Misa and Chiyuv Kares, that just like by Chiyuv Misa, this Kim Levi Rabbi, So too says Reb Nechunya ben Akana that by Chiyuv Krisus there's also Kimlei Rabbi Minei. That's only b'mezid, but not b'shogeg. Why? Because we have a premise. No, we have a precedent. That's the word. In Rebbe, isn't it amazing how the brain has like thousands upon thousands of words just there? You just pick the right one out every single time, just about. And when you don't, you think and you get it. Or what happens more often is that you think you can't find the word, and then the conversation's over, then it hits you the word. Okay. But whenever it always comes back, it's there. It's mamish and moiridik and moiridik azach. The truth is that 99.999% of the words we want, we get right away. In less than a split second. All in that brain of ours. Just unbelievable. Every human being is a genius. Every human being whose brain is working is an absolute genius. It all depends what you're comparing it to. When people say, oh, life is tough. Like compared to what, right? It all depends what are you comparing it to. Compare a human being to a mouse. We're all Einsteins. We're all walking Einstein. Why don't we appreciate that? Why? Because everybody else also has it. So I don't appreciate the sun. Because everybody else is also enjoying the sun. We've gone off topic. So we have Rabbi Yochanan and we paskin like Rabbi Yochanan. And Rabbi Yochanan gesagt that Yesod that we only say Kimlei v'der Rabbi Minei according to Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana when it's been mazed and not b'shogeg. We only say Kimlei v'der Rabbi Minei when it comes to Chiyuv v'Chayavei Malkis. When it's been mazed and not b'shogeg, because what do you learn Chayavei Malkus from Chayavei Misa? Only b'mazed, but not b'shogeg. So let's now take that same construct of Rabbi Yochanan that we only learn from Chayavei Misas, Kimlei v'Rabbi Minei, Chayavei Malkus from Chayavei Misas when it comes to mazed, and now we're going to take that same construct and use it for Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana, who says that Chayavei Krisus are pater al Kimlei v'Rabbi Minei. Well, that's also learned from Chayavei Misas. So let's only use it, since we pass like Rabbi Yochanan, let's only use it b'mezid and not b'shogeg. Val tatme nochamol, Ramban. Val tatme v'toimare ripsa Torah karis kamisa. And don't ask on me that Tosfos must be correct that even b'shogeg you're going to be pater al Kimlei v'Rabbi Minei, because we have a ribui that karis is kamisa. Why not? Why is Tosfos nicht gerecht? Sharei Chayavei Malkius Ripsa Oisam Torah Chayavei Misas Migzer Shabbat Rasha. Because we also have a riboy of Chayavei Malkius Chayavei Misas, right? We have Gzer Shabbat Rasha V'lo Polig Bei Rabbi Yochanan. And Rabbi Yochanan doesn't argue with that. The Brisa Tanya Mesechus Sanhedrin, Uv Masis Nahasim Remiza. We have a Brisa Mesechus Sanhedrin. We have a Remez in the Mishnah. We also have Gzer Shabbat of Maka. Ve'afal Pichein le'inyan tashlumei mamun chayvei misus iskish. Chayavei Malkus ukrisus lo iskish. With respect to Tashlumei Mammon, we only have this Gzera Shava between, not differentiated between Behema and Adam, that's only Chayavei Misas. That's only Maka. In other words, when do we say that even Bi-shogeg you're off the hook? For Kimlei v'Rabbi Minei you don't have to pay. That's only by Chayavei Misas, but not by Chayavei Malkus and not by Chayavei Krisus. Just like we see in the Gemara that by Chayavei Malkus, Rabbi Yochanan doesn't accept that a person is pater if it's only Bi-shogeg. There's no Kimlei v'Rabbi Minei, there's no P'tur B'Tashlumin. If he's over on a Chayavei Malkus Bi-shogeg, would he be normally Chayavei Malkus? If he did it b'mezid, if he does Bi-shogeg, he has to pay. And you don't learn from Misa that he doesn't have to pay. Because by Misa, if he does it Bi-shogeg, be Chayav Misa. If he did it b'mezid, if he does Bi-shogeg, he doesn't have to pay. But by Chayavei Malkus, he does. To say the same thing by Krisus, by Rabbi Nechunya ben Akana. So we have here a machlokes between the Ramban and Tosfos. What's the din? Chayavei Krisus shoigeg. He does an aver for which he be chayiv kares. Does it be shoigeg? Does he have to pay or not? Do we say kimle ramine or not? Tosfos says kimle ramine. Haman says no. So now we have to ask, was Tosfos can sagen zu verantworten der Ramban's kashe? Der Ramban hat gefragt der kashe. The Ramban asked the question, look at Rabbi Yochanan. Rabbi Yochanan says, black on white, white on black, that by Chayavei Malkius, by Shogeg, there's no Kim the Rabbimine. So apply that to Karetz also. It only applies to Chayavei Krisus b'meizu, but not b'Shogeg. How's the Tosfos going to answer the Ramban? So if God gives me life, and God gives me koach, and God gives me simcha, and God gives me the financial means, Im Yirtzeh Hashem, B'li neder, I hope, Daven from Elchonon ben and Miriam, we will answer the kasha, and we will see new light in this sugya. Kadosh Baruch Hu should give his bracha and simcha and all of you watching and listening, on all 7 continents, probably exaggerating, 6. Should have bracha b'atzlach v'chol ma'aseh yodav, and we should be zeicher lilmod u'lamed lishmor v'lasel l'kaimis kol divrei salmo Torah b'yahava. Amen v'amen. Shalom, shalom, sweetest and most beloved friends.